All right, so this is me talking about James Gunn. How James Gunn missed the opportunity to use the Flash to set up his new universe. I wrote the title somewhere. Who gives a fuck? And James Gunn did miss the opportunity. I think I stated this multiple times in multiple videos, and I'm gonna state this again. The Flash is one of those characters, and I did a whole video about 20 minutes long. You can go check it out. That video should be out before this one. The 3 reasons why the Flash failed at the box office. So let's talk about this one. I stated in that video, and we'll say it in this one. They should have killed off Ezra Miller's Flash. That would have set up a whole crisis of Infinite Earths that would have had the Snyderverse universe colliding, which you see in the film, spoiler, colliding with new James Gunn universe. And they kind of come together to take on either the Anti-Monitor or whoever, to come together and to take this character out. And you say goodbye to the Snyderverse in a good, respectful way, and you start your new universe. That would establish a new Superman, a new Batman, a new Wonder Woman, a new this, against these characters, and that's what you should have done. Kind of work with the guys and say, this is my plan. I want to go with a new take with it, but I guys want to do this big event. What they're doing is not only going to cost them more money than what they're going to spend money. And again, maybe Warner Brothers don't have the money right now to do all these to get all these actors together and all that, which I doubt. And I think a lot of these actors would have played ball. Like Henry Cavill, I think he would have played ball. I think Ben Affleck would have played ball. I think Gal Gadot would have played ball. I guess you get Zack Snyder involved too. They all would have played ball. Get Zack involved and tell him, hey, I want to do this big event, trying to say goodbye to your universe and stuff. But you have to play ball. James Gunn's not trying to play ball. He's trying to do it his way, and it's costing more money, and they're losing more money to doing it this way, where they could have just spent about close to about the money they would pay for a film, in one film or two-parter, and get that money back. But you make a big event about it. It's too late to do it now. The damage is done. It's done. There's no saving it. Or you just kill off the Flash and you bring in a new Flash. But this new Flash, I still would have, if you really want to have been good, I would have had Ezra Miller Flash reveal as the Reverse Flash. And he's the new Reverse Flash of your new universe. There's many ways you could have done it, but you chose a way that was not only disrespectful, but it made no sense. You got George Clooney as Batman. Why would you do that? Why would you just keep the original ending you got? Save you the money. Or if you're going to do that, do, like I said, a Crisis of Infinite Earths. That's all you had to do. It's not fucking hard. It's not fucking rocket science. But this dude is stuck in his ways. He don't want to play ball with nobody. You know, he got rid of Henry Cavill without saying, hey, no, hold on. Let's use this to our benefit. We got people excited. Let's say we use a Crisis of Infinite Earths. Now, Walter Hurtado, rumors came out, or there's multiple articles, which I think is bullshit, that came out that he was going to do a Crisis of Infinite Earths. If that was the case, motherfucker, why you didn't announce that 2 years ago? That's what I'm saying. Warner Brothers, there's articles coming out, multiple articles now. Oh, now since the Flash film bombed, that Michael Keaton's Batman Beyond won't happen. Y'all weren't going to do it anyway. You already did Batman Beyond with Batgirl. We saw the set photos. We heard the stories. That was going to be that version of Batman Beyond. How are you going to do a Batman Beyond when you kill off Michael Keaton and the Batgirl? Those are even people saying that was going to happen. So what the fuck are you talking about? James Gunn could have did a Crisis of Infinite Earth the right way with the right characters, and it would have been done. He keeps talking about, I'm a fan. No, you're a fan of certain things in DC. You're not a true fan. And that's fine if you're not a true fan. I don't need a fanboy always on there. Sometimes, because a fanboy, you do so much and you don't realize, oh, fuck. And, you're your own worst critic. Because, like I said, I can do a DC property, but if someone asks me to do a DC property, Hawkman or Superman, I'll do Hawkman. You know why? I promise you, I won't have that much pressure to do Hawkman as much as I would do Superman. And I can just go in there and do my own version of it, and the film will be still well received. Superman, I'll try to make the best version that I like, but also make the best version that a fan will like. Where Hawkman, I don't have to listen to a fan, because a fan will say, well, this is not Hawkman. I said, well, okay, it's my interpretation. But I'll still followed the comic source material, but I'm not a huge fan of it so much that I'm just going to follow bit by beat by the source material and still make a good film. Compared to me doing a Superman film, holy shit, I'll be nerve-wracking, my stomach will be turning because I'm a fan of this property and I want to make sure I get it right. And I'm my own worst critic, especially something like that. Yeah. But you could tell he's not. He's the first thing he said, oh, I'm doing Superman Legacy, but it's going to feature the Authority. The fuck? Why is the Authority in Superman Legacy? No. You add the Authority later on. You do Superman Legacy focusing on Superman. That's the biggest problem. He's not listening to the fans. He's listening to bad Snyder fans telling him to die, which he shouldn't even listen to. He should be listening to fans to tell him, look, I want a Superman film done right. We haven't had that since Christopher Reeves. Him saying we're going to have multiple superhero characters. I don't need you to have multiple superhero characters, but I do need superhero characters to be established in this world. I don't need multiple. I just need you to focus on Superman, saving people, and being Superman. I love Man of Steel, but it has problems because Superman wasn't being Superman. But again, that's the origin story of Superman, so I don't expect that in this film. I mean, in the Man of Steel, as much as I expected in the sequel, if we ever got one. You get what I'm saying? This film, he needs to be doing it. I don't need to see the Authority. All I need to see is Superman saving people. And maybe a phone call to Bruce talking about, hey, Bruce, what are you doing? Like, I'm busy right now. When you come back to the Watchtower. Later. You know, certain things like that. You know. But Bruce is asleep. Or do it at night when Bruce is awake. You know, and then you have a scene of Bruce Wayne driving the Batmobile, said I'm busy, and cuts it off. That's cool. You know, but, you know, or just have a phone scene, which will be cheaper. You know, and that's fine too. But that's what you need to do. But James Gunn missed a golden opportunity to do a Crisis of Infinite Earth with this Flash. That's what I'm saying. This should have been the starting point and the end point. The starting point and the ending point, well, not one of the ending points of the DCU. And that's what we're not seeing. He's not taking, you could tell, he's not a fan. Because if he was a fan, he would knew the Flash is the most important character in the DC universe, because this is the only character to do multiverses. And I would have used that to my benefit. I would have been like, okay, what we got planned? Aquaman, okay, that's a lost cause. It should be called not Lost Kingdom, but Lost Cause. Move that shit to the front. Okay? Shazam, oh, it's okay. Leave it where it's at. But move Aquaman up and put the Flash at the end. And you know what we're going to do with the Flash? I want to do multiple scenes with the Flash because I'm going to start my own Crisis of Infinite Earth starting with this Flash. Question solved. Now people say, oh, you couldn't move it again. All you had to remove is remove the dates. Move Aquaman first and Shazam to the back. And Flash to the back. That's all you had to do. Until James Wan, okay, whatever version you did, just go ahead and put it out. We're going to reboot it anyway. If it's good, cool. You got Amber Heard in there, use Amber Turd in there, whatever. But we're going to get rid of her. Cool, whatever. And I would have been done. I would have been done. Because it makes no sense to do multiple reshoots on something that I'm not even involved with. I'm not even going to involve with the film. I'm like, yeah, let it release. It is what it is. We're done. Question solved. Flash, boom, and then Blue Beetle in the middle. And Blue Beetle would have been the start of it. And I also would have had Blue Beetle in the after credit scene going through like, what the fuck is going on? And bill it to something. Like, it's not coherent. Then he's like, oh yeah, Blue Beetle is the first character in the new DC universe. Really? You sure as hell didn't say that when you did that whole slate of bullshit films. It's part of it because now they want the film to make money. It's too late. It's too fucking late. James Gunn should have went in with that mindset. He's doing that now because they have to, because, oh, I made a boo-boo because now the boo-boo is I'm not making money. That's on you. Your incompetence. He don't want to do nothing with this universe, and I totally understand that. But you also, what you are dealt with, work what you got, and try to make something out of it. Blue Beetle definitely would have been the character I would have used. I would have done some end credit scenes and say, yeah, you keep your film what you want. I'm not gonna fuck with it, but there's an end credit scene I want to add. Costs probably less than maybe probably less than $100 million if you do it right. Then you do the next film, which is the Flash film. The Flash film should have been at the end of the year. I would have put an after credit scene. Barry Allen would have died, completely killing off Ezra Miller's character, and done my own Crisis of Infinite Earth, because you kill off the Flash, done the fragment of the world. You get to see other things. The Batman's involved. You put the Batman in that motherfucker, and then Batman's like, there's no explain. You get the Batman involved. You have Christian Bale driving his Batmobile. You get Christian Bale. He's with Anne Hathaway, and they're still sitting there. He looks up. The hell's going on? You have this big old Crisis of Infinite Earths. We're done. You get Brendan Routh's Superman, and he looks good. And you get his version. Now, if you don't want to use the TV version, that's fine. I would have got Greg Gustin Flash. He's running. He's like, what the fuck? You get all these worlds colliding. That's the only character I would bring from the DC TV. And we'll have this big Crisis of Infinite Earth. And you have the legit Anti-Monitor. Like, yeah, I took this on before, but it's different. It's a different version. It's like a powerful version saying, yeah, the version got more of a bigger budget. And you play with that. You have fun with it. But see, that's me. That's me. I'm a DC fan, but I'm a smart businessman, because I know that will sell money. Because the thing about, say what you want about Spider-Man No Way Home can do, is Spider-Man No Way Home did something that no film has done. Brought all three Spider-Man together. Where Crisis of Infinite Earth could be the film that can bring all Supermans, all that are alive. But hell, I would just keep it like Superman, Henry Cavill, now Sasha Calle. Get Sasha Calle involved if you want to. If you don't want to, get Henry Cavill. Get Brendan Routh. He's still around. Get him. Get the Batman. Get Christian Bale's Batman. Get Ben Affleck's Batman, and you create this new world. You create this big cosmic of worlds, and Ben Affleck, Justice League, Wonder Woman, Henry Cavill, Superman, and Aquaman. They try to avenge their friend because he got killed by the Reverse Flash. And that's pretty much the goal. But, I mean, I'm spitballing. I haven't really worked that clinks out of it, but that's just an idea. Would it make a lot of money? Made way more money than the fucking Flash would have done. But anyway, that's all it. As always, like, subscribe, peace, have a Johnson day. I'll see you guys in the next video.